Hi everyone and welcome. We have covered so many things about this industrial 4G router R10A gateway. Okay, this gateway is brought to you by the Augmatic Technologies Private Limited and it is a very useful gateway. Okay, so we have covered that how we can use this gateway to convert our Modbus serial data into Modbus TCP data. Also, we have covered that how we can use this gateway as a Modbus master and read the data from this Modbus slave device. Also, in the last video, we have covered that how we can connect with the Wi-Fi network from this gateway. Okay, so using the Wi-Fi network or wireless connectivity, we don't need this LAN cable to connect from here to our system, and then we can configure this gateway. We can configure this gateway wirelessly. Okay, so as you can see here, right now my Wi-Fi antenna is connected and I'm connected through this gateway over the wireless communication. You can see on my screen that we have this gateway homepage is open. Okay, and we are able to connect with this gateway even if I refresh the page. So now in this video, what we want to learn is we want to convert Modbus serial data into MQTT data. Okay, so I want my gateway to read the data from this SHT20 Modbus serial device, which is providing temperature and humidity data of surrounding environment. Okay, so this device will provide the data to this industrial 4G router gateway, and this gateway will connect with internet using our Wi-Fi connectivity, and then it will transfer the data to my cloud MQTT broker. Okay, and then I will use MQTT Explorer software here to connect with my cloud MQTT broker, and then I can read the data from this device here in my system. Okay, so this will be the our flow that our SHT20 will transfer the temperature and humidity data serially to this R10A gateway. This gateway will act as a Modbus sorry, it's a spelling mistake. This gateway will act as a Modbus master device. It will read the data from this serial device. Then after, it will convert that data into MQTT protocol data, and then it will publish those data to Mosquito broker, which is running in a cloud. And then with the help of this MQTT Explorer software, we will connect with this Mosquito broker, and then we will read the data which is published by this R10A gateway. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. So first of all, we have to configure this gateway to read data from this SHT20 temperature and humidity transmitter. So we will log in into this gateway. Okay, as you know, the username is admin as a default, and there is no password for default username. Okay, now we will go to serial port setting, as we have to read the data of this serial device. Okay, so we will navigate to serial port setting. Here you can see the baud rate, data bit, parity, and the stop bit is already configured. Okay, and here you can see the device as a serial port. Okay, so we have to use it in the future, so you have to keep in mind that device name is a serial port. Okay, now we click here, save and apply. Okay, now we will go to again remote IO, and then we will navigate to Modbus master. As we want to read the data from this device, we have to configure our R10 gateway as a Modbus master. So here I'm going to add SHT20. Okay, and the alias is SHT20. The slave address is 1 because this device has a slave address 1. So that is why I am using here slave address 1. We want to read the data like 16-bit data. So I have to change it here. We are going to read the data from input register. So I have to specify function code 4. The data type is unsigned 16-bit integer. Okay. So I have select the data type as an unsigned 16-bit AB. Register start address is 1 and number of quantity I want to read is 2. Okay, so data number means number of quantity I want to read from starting address 1. So I want to read 2 quantity because this device is providing data like temperature and humidity back to back. Okay, so I want to read 2 data. Mapping address allocation is auto. Polling period is I will leave it as a default, and you can see the slave interface serial port. Okay, which we have discussed previously, that we have to select serial port whenever we want to communicate with this serial device. So we will save it here. We will click here save and apply to apply the configuration changes in the gateway. Okay, as you can see, configuration has been applied. Now we will go to Modbus query to validate the data that we are receiving the correct data or not. Okay, so just I have pressed the display channel, and then you can see the temperature is 30.6 degrees centigrade, and the humidity percentage, relative humidity is 45.7 percentage. Okay, so this is the raw value. We have to divide it by 10. Okay, but we want to publish this value over the MQTT. Okay, I'm sorry. So we have communicate these two devices. So our serial device is communicated with our R10A gateway. Now we want to configure our R10 gateway to publish those temperature and humidity data like this register and this register value to our Mosquitto MQTT broker. Okay, so for that you have to navigate to this cloud platform option. Here you have to select custom cloud. Okay, and then you can see there is no custom cloud is configured here, so we have to add one. So it's added. Now we have to edit it. Okay, now this is my other cloud and my personal cloud. Okay, the host or IP. Okay, so this host IP, host IP or domain will be your the Mosquitto broker IP address. Okay, so I have specified it here. This is my Mosquitto broker IP address, so I'm going to use this one. And the port number, so this is the port number. I'm going to use it here. And the protocol in which I want to transfer my data is the MQTT protocol. Okay, now the client ID, so it will be my any client ID. Okay, you can type here anything. So there is no username and password to connect with my Mosquitto broker. Okay, so I have to leave this two option blank. Now I don't want any encryption. Now publish data format. So I want to publish all of my data in the default format. Okay, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Now publish topic. So I want to publish my data on the SHT20 topic. Okay, subscribe topic. I don't want to subscribe anywhere, but still for testing purpose we can use test one as a subscribe topic. We want to publish the data to MQTT broker at every 5 seconds. So I'm going to use here 5, and the quality of service, so I am going to use 0 at most 1. Okay, and then I'm going to save it. Okay, now we will go back to overview. Okay, now you can enable this setting from here. Now you can click on save and apply to apply this configuration into your gateway. So once the configuration is applied, your gateway will read data from this device, and it will continuously publish the temperature and humidity data at every 5 seconds to your MQTT broker. Okay, so if I connect with my MQTT broker from this MQTT Explorer software, so if I press connect here, then you will see something here. Okay, sensor data. You can see the first value 310, and you can see second value. Let me zoom it. Okay, second value as a 448. So here is my first value, the temperature, and here is my second value as a humidity. So you can see the temperature and humidity data here. Okay, it will update every 5 seconds. So this is updated at 7:40:05. Okay, and this got updated at 7:40:10. Okay, so my gateway will publish the temperature and humidity data at every 5 seconds to my cloud MQTT broker, and using the MQTT client software I can read those data. Okay, MQTT client software can be anything. It can be your test MQTT Explorer. Okay, MQTT Explorer is used for testing purpose only. Okay, you cannot use to log the data, or you cannot monitor your data continuously if you have multiple data. Okay, but you can also use your Node-RED, you can also use Ignition SCADA, Plant SCADA, or any other SCADA where you can extract the data from this format, and you can use those data for live monitoring or some analysis or logging purpose. Okay, so this is how you can use this R10A Industrial 4G router to convert your data from Modbus Serial to MQTT data. Okay, and it's a very easy process to convert your Modbus Serial data into MQTT data. So first of all, you have to navigate to Remote IO. You have to do the serial port setting. In the serial port setting, all you have to do is you have to specify the configuration parameter for your serial device. Okay, your baud rate of your serial device, your data bits of your serial device, your parity of your serial device, and your stop bit of your serial device. Okay, then after you have to navigate to Modbus master, and you have to configure your R10A gateway as a Modbus master device. You can see here I have configured it. Now I want to read the 16-bit data, and you can see the more details here, like aliases. Okay, slave address is 1 because this device has a slave address of 1, so that is why I have used slave address as a 1. Okay, now register type is a 16-bit data. Okay, now function code 4, it means we are going to read the data from input register. Now unsigned 16-bit data I'm going to read. Starting address is 1 and the number of data I am going to read is 2 and the mapping address is auto. Okay, so you have to specify it here, and then you can navigate to Modbus query tab. You can click here display channel, but you have to select previously, like you want to display the channel for numerical data type. Okay, so you will get your recent data here. Okay, and you can click here save and apply to apply the configuration changes in your gateway, and then after you can navigate to this custom cloud. Okay, because if you have like Thingsboard cloud or Huawei cloud or AWS ALI cloud, then you can directly navigate to those pages, but we have custom cloud. Okay, my personal cloud, my personal MQTT cloud broker. So I have choose the custom cloud, and then I have added the information like it's my other cloud, it's my personal private cloud, this is the IP address of my cloud, this is the port number where my MQTT broker is running, this is the IP address where my MQTT broker is running, and the protocol is MQTT. I can supply any client ID. Okay, but if you are in the industry, then I suggest you to specify some formatted client ID to identify your devices. Now, if you have a username and password of your MQTT broker, then you can specify it here. But my Mosquito MQTT broker didn't configure for any username and password, so I have to leave this spaces blank. There is no encryption of my data, and I want to publish the data in the default format. And you can see here the default format. Okay, so you can see here default format. So this is my default format. Where is that? You can see here this is the default format. Okay, it's kind of a JSON format with the timestamp, the value, the status, the flag means reg 2001. Okay, so that flag is the register address. Okay, so this custom cloud setting will once enable, it will read the data and it will publish to MQTT broker. Now if you go to Modbus master again, you will see 20001 and 20002, and the same thing you will see here 20001 and 20002, and they have added the prefix like register 20001 and register 20002. Okay, so I hope this is clear that where the 20,002 and 20,001 came from. Okay, so I hope that is clear to you. And you can see the values here, like it is changing at every 5 seconds, and we have graph at every 5 second of interval. Okay, so this gateway is publishing data at interval of 5 seconds, and then that thing you have to specify in the custom cloud setting. Okay, I have specified it here, like as you can see here, publish periods. Okay, so I want to publish my data at every 5 seconds, and quality of service is 0. Okay, and we have just enabled this custom cloud, so this gateway will publish data to custom cloud at every certain second or interval or whatever period we have set, and you can see the data, or you can do analysis or whatever you want to do with your data you can do once you subscribe to that topic. Okay, SHT20 is a bit topic. Once you subscribe to that topic, you will get this data, and from there you can use your data in the way you wanted to use. Okay, so this is what our agenda in this video, that we want to convert our Modbus serial data into MQTT data. Okay, or we can say we want to use this R10A gateway as a Modbus serial to MQTT converter, and we have done it. Okay, it's a very easy process. There is nothing hard in it. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you, that how to use this R10A gateway to convert your Modbus serial data to MQTT data. You can also use Modbus TCP device to convert your Modbus TCP data to MQTT data. Okay, when we are using Modbus serial data, then we have to connect this A and B cable here. Okay, you can see this green and blue wire here. Okay, green and blue wire which is connected here. Okay, but if you are using your Modbus TCP device, then your TCP connection will come here in the LAN port or in the WAN port. Then after, you can use Modbus TCP device to convert your Modbus TCP data into MQTT data. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear to you, that how to use this R10A gateway to convert your Modbus serial data into MQTT data. And this gateway is brought to you by the Augmatic Technologies Private Limited, which is the official distributor of BLIoT products in India. You can buy this gateway from their website. You can also buy this gateway by calling them on the phone. Okay, you can buy this kind of gateways in the bulk or in the single unit as per your requirement. Also, if you want to do some project work, then also you can ask us for technical assistance or project purpose. So I hope this thing is clear to you, and if you still have any question or any doubt or any confusion, you can ping me on WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, anywhere. I'll try to resolve your doubt as soon as possible. Otherwise, we are going to meet in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.